All right, so I'm going to show you how to make the homemade sauce a la Jimmy Scattina. This is going to be the sauce for my lasagna. You start with neck bones, all right? A package of, it's upside down, silly. Pork neck bones, yeah. And some Johnsonville. I'm using 2, but 1 pack is enough. But I need extra sausage for the lasagna. But normally when you make it, you can use 1 pack. 6 links, 5 links. Make sure some Pam is sprayed in there. And also you want to add a little bit of extra virgin oil de olive. So, olive oil, just a little, because you don't want to put too much in there. Because you're going to get some grease from the pork. But you just want to coat it a little bit. And like I said, I sprayed it with Pam, because I don't want anything sticking. So, you can throw the oil in there and get the heat going. Not too high, kind of like medium high, okay? So let me unwrap the meat and I'll be back. Okay, so I put the neck bones in there, right? Get a little spoon to be feeling things around here. You want to make sure it's coated pretty well with the oil, all the pieces of meat. I'm trying to hold the phone and hold the pan and all of it at once. But just put it in there on the heat and let it brown, okay? Sausage is unwrapped and ready to go in. So just let it brown. I'll come back and show you in a few minutes. As you can see, meat's browning, all right? So you kind of want it like this one, all the way around. So we'll brown it and then we'll brown the sausage. Be right back. In preparation, I'm gonna open up 2 huge cans of crushed tomatoes, contandina, and 4 tiny little pastes. Okay, I get those ready. And the sizes of this is, I don't know what size these are. 28 ounce. 28 ounce on the, and then 6 ounce. So 2 28 ounces of crushed and 4 6 ounces of the paste. I'll get those rocking and rolling. So brown the meat, right? After that, we take the meat out, put it in here, and then in goes the sausage, right? So let me put the sausage in here. And you still got a little bit of oil in there. Put them as neat as you can, because there's not much room in there. I'm going to grab a couple of these too. I don't know if I'll use all of them. There's one, and then, frozen. So, we'll put that guy there. I think that'll be enough for tiny sausage. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be enough. That's all I can fit anyway. Alright, so that's to brown that. We'll brown them. And be right back. We're going to dice that huge onion. We'll have that whole onion diced in 45 seconds. You'll see. I'll show you the Jimmy trick. And the same with the sausage. You don't want to burn it. Brown. See, a little more than that. Okay, but I'm just giving you an idea. I'm turning them just to make sure they're not burning. Right? That's not nowhere near done, but as far as browning. Remember, we're not cooking them, just browning them to get flavor. Okay? Like I said. Be back. There you go. Okay, so my handy dandy assistant Lisa is holding the camera. Let me show you how you can dice this onion. Huge onion in no time. Lickety split.
Lickety split.
So you cut it in half. And now you want to put slices, but don't cut all the way through. You want to leave a little bit of an inch so the onion is still attached. You'll see here momentarily. So this helps in dicing the onion quickly because the onion is already in sections in there. So you turn a little bit, and now you cut it to the size you want. Look at this ludicrousness. Now look at this, all diced. They're all tiny little pieces. How quick that is, right? And then you do the same with the other side. So let me move this out of the way. Look how quick that is. Again, not going all the way to the end. So that was kind of like 30 seconds on that one. Again, it's up to you how far you go to the end. And then spin it. And again, cut. This is a big boy. Probably need a bigger knife.
Doing good.
This is a big boy. One more for good luck. And I'll move this out of the way. Look at this. All diced in pieces.
Perfection.
And again, look, they're even smaller. See? This is the size that you get.
Beautiful.
Is that quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back. The sausage is about to come out. Then we'll do the paste and the onions. All right, let's get these sausages out. They're done. You're done. Little sausage. See, that's how brown you want them, folks. This is perfect. And there's all kinds of goodness, flavor in this pot for our sauce. See how the oil came from the sausage and the pork? All right, let me throw the onions in here. Okay, I'll be right back. I need 2 hands. All right, so saute the onion for a good 3-4 minutes, kind of. Make sure you separate the pieces and stuff, but this is sauteing nicely. Turn the heat up just a smidge. Okay. So saute that for a few minutes, and then we'll get the tomato paste in here. Look how nice and brown the sausage is. I'll be back momentarily. All right, these are looking nice. And now my handy dandy assistant will scoop out all the paste into there.
Okay.
She'll put it all in there. My handy dandy assistant. Like I said, the what they call it is nice.
That's it.
Handy dandy. You can come back to it. I'll put water in it too. Just get them the best you can there, woman.
I'm trying. Oh, I think this one's going to be easier.
Okay. So we'll be back after we get all the paste in. Okay, so all the paste is in there. I mixed it with the onion pretty good. And let that simmer for a good 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how bitter you want the sauce, how bold. Just stir every now and then so it doesn't burn. Okay? Because the paste will burn, and you don't want that. All right? We're back in a few minutes. And then we'll add the big crushed tomatoes. Yeah. All right, so the crushed tomatoes are going in next, along with 3 cans of water from the paste. A lot of people do every can of paste, you fill up with water. But I don't like to do 4. I like 3 is enough, okay? So that's what that is. Where's my handy dandy assistant? She was in a facility laboratory. All right, Lisa, please, crushed tomatoes. It's a timely, sensitive matter here.
Okay. I'm putting on my...
We don't, no, it'll splatter. Come on, just put this in. Very carefully dip it in there because it'll splatter. Go down there as low as possible. Lower. It's splattering all over me, Lisa.
Sorry.
Okay, you will not do the second one.
Oh, wait, there's a piece of...
All right, watch out.
How about like
I'm going to give her a lower the can in
I
there.
can't lower the sides there.
She's a spattering mess, guys.
I have to clean this
Lisa's
stove.
fired. All right, out of your way. Out of the way, Chief. Stir this all up, and I'll be
darn.
back. Well, guys, so I put a ton of seasonings. Fresh garlic powder, salt, pepper, oregano. I can't give you all the secret ingredients, but they're in there. Stirred, a hint of sugar for sweetness, and some wine. And I put all the meat back in the pool. So this will simmer for 6 hours. All right, that's how it goes. We'll be back. Actually, we won't be back. The next video will be preparing the lasagna.